Hold on to your hats and gaming chairs, my fellow gamers. Welcome back. I'll be bringing you the hottest of the hot and the coolest of the cool. Today, we're talking about the Big Daddy, our favorite old dog and the man who needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give him one anyway. Brimstone! Strike up the fanfare because we're talking about Agent Number 1, the OG himself. He was the first agent introduced to the game, and he's remained a fan favorite since. I mean, the fact that Brim can literally buff his fellow teammates makes him a key team player. Yeah, I hear you, keyboard warriors. His pick rate isn't topping the charts, but Brimstone is like your favorite comfy pair of socks, always reliable. A good Brimstone can easily win you every single round in the game. Okay, so why are we here today? Are we just saluting Brim's biceps and swooning over his war stories? Oh no, my friends, we're going further. This is your one-way ticket to becoming a Brimstone extraordinaire. A comprehensive guide to controlling the controller. But wait, let's hit the rewind button for a moment, shall we? Before we delve into all the glorious details of his abilities, it's story time. Gather round as we unpack the mystery of our old war dog. Meet Liam Byrne, the man who later became the Brimstone we know and love today. He's not just an agent, he's the boss of the Valorant protocol. That's right, folks, there would be no Valorant, no you and me here, without this old dog leading the way. Brim is the oldest member of the Valorant protocol, which makes him a millennial, and the same age as some of us since the events of the game take place in the year 2050. Being such a boomer and struggling to keep up with the times, Brim is often the target of jokes. However, he commands respect from every single member of the Valorant protocol. Why, you ask? Because he is a strong fighter and a capable leader. And fun fact, Brim also has his own office in the game, which can be accessed in the range through the stairwell. And another huge fun fact, Brimstone doesn't have any special powers. No, I'm not pulling your leg. Our Brimstone is keeping up with all these paranormal powerhouses with nothing but his raw muscle. Not these muscles, yay these. Oh, and all the nifty gadgets he uses were all manufactured by the one and only Killjoy. So what about the past of this big man? Where did this legend begin his journey? Born and bred in Baltimore, our Brimstone is a true blue local hero. Before becoming the Big Daddy of Valorant, he was pulling people out of burning buildings as a firefighter in the Baltimore Fire Department. He then swapped his hose for a gun, leading a band of brothers known as the Ragged Ravens in the military. From there, he climbed the ranks to commander at KSEC, Kingdom's very own private military force. Kingdom who, you ask? Well, that's a story for another video, my friends. But no hero's journey is complete without a touch of tragedy. Brimstone had a best bud, a fellow soldier by the name of Tarik Porter. Tragically, Tarik fell in battle, dying in Brimstone's arms. But fan theories suggest that Tarik might not be entirely gone. Rumors swirl that our robotic friend KO is Tarik, reborn in metal and circuits. Riot never confirmed or denied this theory. However, the close bond shared by these two agents does suggest something is going on. Not this type of something. Other than KO, Brim seems to be a caring father figure to most of his comrades and a really close friend of Sage. The agents that don't get along with our old dog are Breach, Reyna, and Chamber. Alright, now that we've unpacked the man, let's get down to the meat of it. Brimstone Basics. This is where we unveil the secret sauce that makes Brimstone the formidable force that he is. Stim Beacon is a pretty special ability of Brim that goes hand in hand with his leader role. This ability allows Brim to toss down a Stim Beacon, which grants Brim and his teammates increased movement speed and a faster fire rate. Then, there's the terror of the Valorant world, the nightmare fuel for your enemies, Brim's infamous Molly. This molten menace is a barbecue of pain for anyone on the wrong side of the flames, and the burning time on this bad boy is super long. Just lob one onto the spike, and you might as well start celebrating because the round is yours. Next, we've got Brim's Sky Smokes. They are pretty similar to the smokes used by all the other agents. However, Brim is the only agent that is able to launch 3 smokes at the same time. This gives players more room to strategize. And finally, we have Open Up the Sky! This ultimate is a literal death ray from the sky, a godly laser that makes Brimstone's enemies wish they'd never left their spawn points. 1 minute you're advancing, the next you're a pile of ashes. And finally, we've arrived at the part you've all been waiting for. Tips and tricks for all you budding Brimstone mains. We all know it, controllers are a challenge to play, and Brimstone, well, he's one of the hardest. It's no surprise his pick rate isn't the highest. He's amazing but hard to master. While picking this agent up as your main might seem daunting, our tips will help you get good fast. As Brimstone, you need to learn the importance of your character. You are not just some duelist who needs to enter sight for the team and get traded. You are a support agent, and you need to stay alive for the team. Don't ever think about the KDA if you are planning on being a Brimstone main. Sure, it is great to switch things around as well, but your main goal should be to win the game, not the scoreboard. The most important thing that you need to learn as a Brimstone is molly lineups. Your mollies are what make or break the game. There are many different lineups that you can learn through YouTube. However, let me teach you another neat trick that should help you always land your mollies. Open up your smoke HUD while looking into the sky. Now place your smoke wherever you want your molly to land. Lastly, aim at the formation point of the smoke and launch your molly. It should land exactly at the spot of your smoke. This is the perfect trick for all the post-plant situations. After molly lineups, it is important to learn how to utilize your 3 smokes properly. First thing you need to learn as a smoker is that while being extremely useful, your smokes can also easily harm your own team. Don't smoke the locations that your teammates are trying to hold, and when you smoke an entry point, smoke ahead of it to create more space when it is for your own team. And smoke it off right in the middle when it is for your enemies. This gives more room for your teammates to escape and less room for your enemies to enter. Also, while there are not many one-way smokes available for Brim, you can still find some nice ones that will seriously help you. My 4th tip for you guys is to use your abilities sparingly. All of Brim's abilities are pretty strong, but this agent comes with one drawback. The abilities don't regenerate over time. This means that you need to think about your situation before you use up all 3 of your smokes or launch that molly. If you are the attacker, then it is usually the right move to save 1 smoke in case you need to rotate, and try your best to save that molly for post-plant. As a defender, you are better off using the molly at the start when the enemies try to push into sight. As for the smokes, they can be utilized in different ways depending on the situation. Who's going to be the team player if not the team leader himself? Brim was designed with team play in mind, and that is how this agent must be used. You're the symphony conductor in the middle of the action, constantly orchestrating strategies with your fellow agents. If the thought of this team-centric playstyle has you yawning, then sorry, but Brimstone may not be your cup of tea. As Brimstone, you're the chess master making calculated moves, with your gaze fixed on one prize-only victory. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the powerhouse that is Brimstone. Whether you're a budding Brimstone or a seasoned pro, we hope these tips will help you level up your game. As always, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Valorant goodness. Until next time, peace!